if anybody can save college football, you got to think it's Coach Saban. And I appreciate you guys being here for my final thought on Wednesday, May 7th. Recently, it's been announced that President Donald Trump is putting together a college football commission to study college athletics. Now, the co-chair president is going to be former Alabama football coach Nick Saban, and the additional name will be announced at a later date. Who better to serve on the committee, on this commission, than Coach Saban, right? Somebody of that stature, perfect after his retirement. And I was thinking about this. Let me know if you agree inside the comment box. Coach Saban clearly had a great opportunity to speak in front of the president recently here in Tuscaloosa. And I think what he was doing is not only speaking to the students that were graduating, but also he always did this. He always used his opportunities to speak to the media, to the greater good, right? He did that to speak to his players. And I think in this particular time, he did this to kind of speak to the nation regarding the state of college athletics. So Coach Saban will now be on this chair and be dialed into college athletics and hopefully put things back on the rail. But I was thinking about this. I was like, well, where do you think that Coach Saban will specifically be looking to fix college football? So inside the comment box, this is my homework for you. What are 3 areas that you would like to see Coach Saban and this college football commission really take a look at things? The first thing that I was thinking about is NIL, right? And how are these players going to balance NIL and what we thought it was going to be like sponsorship from like BMW or getting paid by Cash App or something like that, as opposed to just being straight up paid to play? And are these players student athletes or are they professionals? Are they employees of the university? And if they're employees of the university because the university can now pay them, can they get fired? Are they athletes? Are they students? And is graduating from college still even a thing? I think that Coach Saban said that the more times that a student athlete transfers, it pushes his graduation day back. And I don't have all the data points, but I always remember him talking about that. So kind of getting a hold of NIL and how universities are distributing that money. I don't care how much the players are making. The players should get paid because let's face it, we're going on Saturdays to watch the players, not the coaches. Okay, no offense to like the great coaches out there, but we're much more interested to see the players performing, and they should be paid. And I don't think that there should necessarily be a cap on how much a player is making, but how much money that the universities can put into the players, that's another thing, right? Because you talk about the competitive advantage. That's something that I'm sure Coach Saban has a great idea about. Another area that I was thinking about is college football in general right now has too many transfer portal windows, and guys are just basically packing up and transferring somewhere else thinking that the grass is greener. Like this last transfer portal in the spring, that should have never even existed, right? And I think they're going to curtail that, but maybe work on some windows where maybe guys who have graduated, they have a little bit more flexibility, but guys who haven't graduated or guys that are portal surfing, like school, kind of put some penalties on those guys for not sitting and staying at that particular school, right? I'm just throwing things out there. I'm sure Coach Saban will look at that, but I was thinking about kind of too many dates and players going all over the place. I mean, it's constantly that we see these graphics now of these players transferring, and you see all the different schools that they've gone to, right? A, B, C, and ending up at D. One more area that I'd like to see Coach Saban and this College Football Commission look at is the study of the college football playoffs and how these teams are actually making the playoff bracket. Okay. I've always had a really big issue with the fact that it's people in a room that are deciding the fate of the college football teams. No conference is the same, right? And then there's no other sport in the world where a group of people get into a room and decide who the best teams are to make the bracket. It is the most ridiculous thing that we have in all of sports, honestly. And I get it. Now we have 12 teams. Well, you're not really picking the best 12 teams because you have to take the conference champ from the Power Fours, and then you have to take a non-Power Four, right, conference as well. So we already know going into this season, you already have, I'll tell you, 2 teams that are already in the playoffs, and the season hasn't even started. Notre Dame, because guess what? They don't even have a conference. They're independent, and they figured out, well, why would we join a conference where we could just schedule out maybe one tough game, have a really good season, make the playoffs? Shoot, we don't even have to get a bye. We'll settle for a 5 seed because we're in the playoffs regardless. And then the further we go, we don't even have to split the pot of the money because we're not in a conference. You see what I'm saying? So there's the conferences, there's independent, and then there's the non-big conferences. And on top of that, it's people in a room deciding the fate of those teams. I'm not arguing that Alabama should have made the playoffs last year. But the way that the playoffs ended up working out and the way that the team started, the teams had buys in the playoffs, are you kidding me? That was the most ridiculous thing I've seen. So those are my 3 areas: transfer portal or NIL, transfer portal windows, and college football playoffs. College football playoffs drive me absolutely crazy. A lot of people feel that Coach Saban retired because he lost the competitive advantage and that the transfer portal evened the playing field. Who knows? He said that he's denied that. I always remember Miss Terry and kind of her message through the Knicks Kids Foundation said the game has changed. And I think more and more that they were seeing that it was more pay for play, right? Rather than waiting, iron sharpens iron, getting your turn and then playing. Whatever the case is. I've said this before, and I said this in the past, even before Coach Saban retired, is I felt that when he did retire, maybe he would retire to come back and fix college football, or at least try to put some guardrails on college football, the sport that we all love. There's no better person, honestly, in the world suited for this job. I'm glad that he has a relationship with the president. And who knows where this is going to go. I don't know if there's going to be some sort of executive order, but I think there's a lot of people, even in the SEC, that might have PTSD from, playing against Saban. I think ethically we know that Coach Saban is a person that could put things back on the rails. Now, it's broken. The NCAA, oh my goodness, complete mess. But maybe Coach Saban can be that person to fix college football. So my homework for you guys, what are 3 areas that you would like to see this college football commission look at with college athletics overall? It could be college football in general, or it could be college athletics. Let me know inside the comment box. I appreciate you guys being here. Every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m., I got you live right here at BAMA Football on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys inside the comment box.